Funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much-needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much-needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
Give it to me, not to nobody else. If you let me in your world, you will be beside yourself. All of the times you drift into dream. When you're feeling what I'm saying, you will know what I mean. Give in to what you are feeling, to what you believe in. Give in to all of your senses. They are taking over, taking over. I've got eyes for only you. And on my hands you shine through. I've got eyes for only you. And I can't stop thinking about eyes for you, eyes for you. Eyes for you, eyes for you. You're the spider of love, I'm trapped in your web. I'm not trying to break free, wish you to tie me instead. The seer of all, the bringer of light. If only your predictions would involve me tonight. Give an end to what I'm feeling, to what I believe in. Give an end to all my senses. They have taken over, taken over. Broke free from my inhibitions, you're what I've been missing. Released all of this pressure that's been building, building, building inside. I've got eyes for only you, and the miles as you shine through. I've got eyes for only you, and I can't stop thinking about eyes for you, eyes for you. Eyes for you, eyes for you. 13 is your number.
Brought me here, how could you say I don't deserve? You know I won't minutes, a time will take and stop the pain you caused in me. You little bitch, you caused me pain. I cursed the day I learned your name. Abuse me, abuse me. Why did you hurt me? Hurt me, I'm out on a limb. Abuse me, abuse me. I won't be there. Watch you take me away now. My spirit has all withered away. Don't give a damn about what you say. The rage behind my eyes will burn. Anticipate your every turn. You little bitch, you caused me pain. I curse the day I learned your name. Abuse me, abuse me. Why did you hurt me? Hurt me, I'm out on your limb. Abuse me, abuse me. I won't be fair. Hurt me, watch you take me down. Am I what you wanted? The perfect image of yourself. Am I what you wanted? A shallow love and arrogant. Or will I become plastic? Place myself above the rest. I know now
All right. We're back again.
Back again. Episode what we at now?
We're on
19?
20.
20?
20 episodes with you, boy. Wait.
With me? I was here from the 1. I think I was here from 8.
Serious?
I can't remember.
No, you was here from the 1.
I can't remember. So you're huffing my seat again?
Yeah, look so. I feel
You
to
know?
do our wickedness again.
At 7:45.
You know, we'll go back to my regular
We
job.
gonna fight.
All right. We go fight. All right. So what you guys heard there was Memories from Crash, Eyes for You from Threads of Scarlet, Disillusionment from Insert Coin, and Doormat from A Moment of Silence. All right. Darren came late today, so that's the main reason why I'm here. Last week was just a wickedness, but you see, today was different. He told me, handle the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he come in looking like an elf.
I ask if you know, or the elf thing, right? Guess why I wearing this elf hat? Guess.
Well, I assume it's Christmas time.
No, it's a bad hair day.
Bad hair, eh? But all your hair over here. So
Not anymore. I trying to look like you. And I didn't have hair.
Wait, you got a transplant?
So yeah, no. This is just kind of to make up the space, same space as you. And I
okay.
shaved to look like you're looking like you. I could pass for Vish uncle.
People in the chat, let them know. You can never pass for my uncle.
Why I can't be uncle? I'll be a great uncle. I am a great uncle.
Okay, well, I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt he's a good uncle. But yeah, we're gonna get back into some more music now. This is Second Wind from Orange Sky.
Just to catch it and clear my mind. Put down my big bag of guilt and regret. Jumped in the water to baptize myself. All I wanted was some clarity, some time away from the insanity. And as I see the future closing in, I feel the coming of a second wind. We have been so good together, wish that we'll go on forever. I've been waiting, look to heaven for a sign. In the darkness, only heaven did I find. And we come too far, wishing on a star. Yeah, we come too far, wishing on a star. Sometimes when I sleep alone, then I get in the zone, could be fucking with my headspace. Then I think of you and you just make me feel so better. We're on a roller coaster ride, no matter how we slide, we could be living in a rat race. All the things we do, girl, I just never will regret, yeah. We have been so good together, wish that we'll go on forever. I've been waiting, look to heaven for a sign. In the darkness, only heaven did I find. And we come too far, wishing on a star. Yeah, we come too far, wishing on a star.
is our prison, trapped in a night sky. A punishment meant for a love divine. And you and I will serve our time in a cage that's built for two of a kind. Yeah. With the constellation, with the constellation, with the constellation. The two of us have realized that you and I are paralyzed through the naked eye and a major light that shines so bright in the sky of light. With the constellation.
Stay down, Vish.
Take my job.
Yeah, I just had to wrestle with Vish. It wasn't easy. He does have muscles and a small frame. Yeah. So, yeah, I managed to keep the hat on and hide the bad hair day. Are you serious? You know, it actually is a bad hair day. I forget to shave. I didn't get a chance to shave my head. Or reshave my face. Yeah, so right. So that last song was Cassiopeia by Sidekick Envy. Before that, Push by what?
5 Miles to Midnight.
5 Miles to Midnight. I can't read my own handwriting. Chenganang by Upset the Order and Second Wind by Orange Sky. First time I hear that. Actually, is holding out on my.
Second Wind?
Yeah, did we play it here before?
I swear I played it.
I really wasn't paying attention. I do pay attention to you. To you. Maybe as my body was telling me that he is the enemy, you know? Deep down inside. Yeah. So anyway, we have how many more shows? Right, 3 more shows after this? Yeah, three more shows before, you know, before we close off for the year, I would say. For the season, for the year, you know, we had to renew, check in with your family. What you used to do for Christmas, Old Year's, New Year's? Stay home and sleep. Your girlfriend know this?
Yeah.
She disapproved?
Well, actually, this will be my first Christmas with her.
Ah, so you don't know what you're going to do. She said this is first. I keep assuming only hearing him. This bastard. We need to put you back on a mic, right? Yeah.
So, you know, Russell, once again, your spot back.
Yeah, but this. So making me respond to you when people not hearing you. Right. Yes. So let's get back into some music before I get carried away talking shippiness. Up next, we have Jumping from Moving Cars by Tripped and Fallen.
The air spins us round, in a silent carousel. And I've never felt this way, or these words that go slipping through my teeth. But it's never enough, it's never enough just to say how it feels. No, it's never enough, it's never enough just to pray that you're real, just to pray. My mind plays a game that my heart can't conceive. And I'm screaming out your name for that touch that lets me sleep. And it's never enough, it's never enough just to say how it feels. No, it's never enough, it's never enough just to pray that you're real and your hands bring me back to life, whether lost or in denial. I'm yours, and it's never enough, it's never enough just to say how it feels. No, it's never enough, it's never enough just to pray that you're real. No, it's never enough, it's never enough just to say how it feels. No, it's never enough, it's never enough just to pray that you're real. And it's never enough, it's never enough just to say how it feels. No, it's never enough, it's never enough just to pray this is real, just to
I am a lion, and yes, I'm a fighter. For my book, yes, I'll be the writer. Blaze up your fire, miss and raise your lighter. Brighter, come again. Find strength within your heart, and with love you'll find your part. I know the road seems hard for so, but dream your dreams and don't let go. Cause some of them want to fight you down, some of them want to see you frown, some of them rather see you on the ground. Some of them hate but they don't know. All we need is love to grow. For the dream, for your life, for your soul. Let your power unfold. And I'm done with yesterday, and I'm sure book, yes, I'll be the writer. Blaze up your fire, me and raise your lighter. Brighter, come again. Find the strength within your heart, and with love you'll find your part. I know the road seems hard for some, but dream your dreams and don't let go. Some of them want to see you fail. Some of them fear the winds of change. Some of them hide behind a smiling face. Some of them feed upon your tears. But they've been doing that for years. Tell me when will it end? Don't pretend that everything is alright. I refuse to be the one to take the fall. And if I take this stand today, I'll make a better way, so someone else could say, oh. Da 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 da, da. I am a lion, and yes, I'm a fighter. I am a lion, and yes, I'm a fighter. Find the strength within your heart. Dream life, your soul. Let your power control. Yes, I'm a fighter. Blaze up the fire, raise a lighter. Brighter, come again. And yes, I'm a fighter. For your dream, for your life, for your soul. Control. Yes, I'm a fighter. We are so much stronger than lions. Raise up your lighter. Brighter, come again. We are so much stronger. Finding love. For your dream, for your life, for your soul. Oh, we are so much better than we show. We are so much stronger than we know. I am a lion, and yes, I'm a fighter. I am a lion, a dream for your life, for your soul.
I'm walking away to the
from me? Your squalor, his ways will never change in an attempt to have it your way, but nevertheless I kept running back for more. Persistence, what do you want from me? Persistence, persistence, what do you want from me? Good night, good night, good night, my love. This time I'm gone loving you. Good night, good night, good night, my love. This time I'm really through. Insanity, an reflection of modern humanity, interchangeable with stupidity. What do you want from me? Insane, we persist and playing the game exactly the same again and again, and yet nothing will change unless our methods do. Persistence, what do you want from me? Persistence, persistence, what do you want from me? Good night, good night, good night, my love. This time I'm gone loving you. Good night, good night, good night, my love. This time I'm really through. Persistence, persistence, what do you want from me? The same, we persist and play the game exactly the same again and again, yet nothing will change. No, until we do. Persistence, persistence, yeah, persistence. Take it away, boy.
Yeah, that was Persistence by Witch of the Bell Tower. Before that, Walking Away by Checklist, Lion by Kes the Band. Right, and that was it. Yeah. So we have a guest in studio coming in a few minutes. Well, this one on the banner is not a big surprise anymore.
No.
Well, all right. So we'll get to that interview in a little bit. I think that is this one of your good friends.
Yeah.
So you're going to join us on the interview at some point and corroborate any lies or truths. You're such a non. I don't want to say non-committal, but a non-confrontational type. You think it's going to have a big battle?
Depends on my mood.
Anyway, with that, let me just remind everybody. Let me check these messages. So, good evening, Rahel. Good evening, Darren Lala 9008. You seem like an awesome person. Rahel, why you keep retracting your comments there, boss? Belladonna.
That's Ishipai.
Yes, I know that is Ishipai. Ishipai, why you have so many names? Who you hiding from? Who are you hiding from? You know, the CIA going to release the CIA or FBI going to release some files and thing on this Epstein and whatnot, right? That's why we hiding our identities? That's what's going on here? 20 episodes. I'm not sure it's 20 episodes. Vish saying it's 20 episodes that I hear, but you know, Samson, the strength is in the hairstyle. I don't know about that, you know, Rahel. Do you think I lost all my strength under this hat somewhere? Ishipai, Belladonna, how many names you have? Vish said that correcting. Sleep, especially after a good Christmas meal. So you see, that's the whole point. What you're doing for Christmas, you can't say sleep. You're going to eat plenty food. That's what you're going to do, and then sleep as a result of it. It's not you're going to sleep. You're going to eat food, right? You're going to go by your family and do things online with Ishipai, apparently. You know? Timu Kel. Oh, you know, I figured out. I'd forget last week, right? Oh, I am Kel, no. Kel Bro wasn't for you. You're supposed to be Kel Fro.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, you're loving the dad jokes now, right? Yeah. Akira the Metalhead. Greetings from just down the road at work. Sent you all a video on the O.U.R radio WhatsApp. So we definitely going to check that out. And I'm hearing from the fellas at Chris Bar, who will only call Chris Bar, although they have other names up. You know. Good night, Zigzag. We had to find out when is all the next big thing. Put the ad up there one time. What same thing we have, Rahel? We have the same hat? Is it? Put it as your thumbnail. We'll check out. Anyway, pinned at the top of this pinned at the top of the chat in on YouTube is the donate 68 link. Check it out. Help us pay our bills. You know, I'm having a bad hair day, which means I didn't shave my head. Right? Maybe we could buy a razor with that with your donations. Maybe we could pay some light bills. We have some flickering lights we was just talking about. Maybe we could see about those things. In the meantime, let's play some more music, and when we get back, we will be with our special guest.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
The bar formerly known as Rick's. How about that? Because everybody keep calling it Rick's, but it's Chris, and even Chris and them still have a Rick sign up. Maybe out of respect or familiarity. So yeah, we could do that. The bar formerly known as Chris. We'll stick with that. Good one there, Rahel. Look, Zigzag said they're doing something in July, and that or well, I guess is kind of early in the planning. Bell Tower sounds a bit jazzy, but Bell Tower is a whole lot of magic. Which of the Bell Tower? Witchcraft. It sound like witchcraft. Yes. So, who's Mars Audio now? Oh, hey, I know who that is. Hey, how you going? Nice to see you signing in, man. Yes, so we have a special guest tonight. I don't know if you all may have heard of her before. She's been all over and around and very present for the last few years. Welcome, Hana.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm glad to be this close to you. Like I've been seeing a million pictures. Like you go on, not even Facebook, you go on Google and ask for Hana, and they have a zillion pictures of you, like 3 pages of you.
I feel like I haven't Googled myself enough to know what that looks like. Now you're going to make me do it. What if I find something I don't like?
Nobody could be this pretty without the vanity to go and Google themselves. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You didn't hear the insulting part of that. Thanks.
You can hold your tongue on that.
So yeah, Rai, performer, singer, guitarist.
Yes, that's me.
You've been all over. You've been busy for a while, and
wow.
And now you're 100% musician.
I am. Isn't that strange?
That is odd. How many other musicians in the let's say in the underground, in the rock, rap, not soca and chutney, doing this and only this?
Well, I think that's an interesting question because there are musicians who do music work, but it may not be in the performance sense in the way that I do it every weekend. And I guess for context, for those who don't know, I am a full-time performer now. So I do perform music on weekends. And that's new for me because I used to work in radio before as something to, I guess, give that foundational base. But there are people, I do believe, who have jobs in music, like those who are like you do sound engineering full time. So you're still involved in music.
Yeah.
People who are music teachers, music full time. I just think it comes presented in different ways. There are audio engineers, there are songwriters, there are people who are still involved in music, be that production or other aspects. As for performers, I don't really know any or many others.
For me, there have some people who say if I don't want to say fail is the word, but you can't make it as a performer, and when I say can't make it as a performer, not because you don't have the it, but because it doesn't pay enough for you to stay as a performer right through, so you have to do something else, right? In my case, I actually liked production.
Yes.
And behind the scenes work and studio work and that sort of thing. So I started to pay attention to that more. I mean, I'll miss performing live, and every so often I'll try go out and do something or, support some band or the other, right? But how many people you think full-time musicians? Yes. But how much of it is by choice?
I think that depends because goals vary from person to person. What works for me and what my dream is could be completely different than what someone else wants. I mean, I count my lucky stars that I'm in a position where I can do what I want to do full time, but maybe for others like you found a love in production. So that doesn't mean you want to be a performer every second of every day, or it is a lot to keep up with.
It's a lot
I
of
am
work.
tired. I am tired. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. It's funny because I would say the behind the scenes work can be, let's not say one is more tiring than the other, but one is more invisible. Part of my job is to remain invisible, and in that, I don't have to be on all the time.
Understood.
You know what I mean? I don't have to
Yes.
be, my makeup don't have to be right, my hair don't have to be right,
You don't have to people as much.
Yes.
Yes, I have to do a lot of peopling.
Well, it's a different style of peopling, but it's not as much. So let me ask though.
Sure.
So if music and performing is your dream and you're doing that, if not,
I was told a couple of years ago, never put all your eggs in one basket.
yeah.
I put all my eggs in that
I
basket.
don't believe in that. Put all your eggs in
I
one
put
basket.
every damn egg. There's an Easter egg. There's a chocolate egg. There's even the white Cadbury cream egg.
yeah.
It's my favorite one.
'Cause-
It's in there.
Because I have this argument all the time when people say, "Nah, I stopped performing." Well, you know what it is, get married and children and whatnot. It's like, yeah, like every other musician on the planet.
I
you know?
think this might sound crazy to some people. All of those things come secondary to me. And the music is my first priority. And I think everybody in my life is aware of that. So in the event music does not work out, I can't fathom what that's like, because I've had years where music has probably been a little bit slower and what have you, but I've had other jobs to make sure that I still fund the music venture. So even if it isn't happening full time and all my dependencies are on a salary that is provided by music, I would find a salary from elsewhere to fund making music and
So-
that sort of thing.
Do you find on that note, right? Musicians would look at any situation you're in. I would see somebody's baby. It's like, oh, long fingers, and long fingers. She gonna be a pianist or whatever. But you see these little traits that could be another skill coming from a non-musician. They could be a musician. Maybe it could work backwards. Do you see that in certainly you see that in yourself? That if you were to analyze every aspect of what you do as a musician, that you have 1,000 skills that transferable.
True.
Work the equation backwards.
Yeah, I could work it backwards. I would see myself in a creative industry somewhere because I love to work with my hands.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at it from not just a physiological standpoint, but also a psychological standpoint of where my mind works. If we really want to think about, if you looked at me from a physical sense, I don't have long fingers. I have the smallest hands you could think about. Yeah. But my mind is a creative mind, and it's always thinking of something to draw or doodle or paint. And if I sit and I fidget, it's because I want to doodle something or I want to build something. So maybe that.
Yeah, we were talking about something earlier, right? Mm-hmm. That all creatives may be on the spectrum. Or not.
Yes, I've been having this conversation a lot.
It's not
lately.
a square. To be creative is the opposite of fitting the corporate.
Of course.
Thing,
Yeah.
Although you could find a way to mix it, but I also think ADHD is part of that too.
Oh yeah, the era of the cell phone that's killing all of our brain cells slowly.
Well, the era of the cell phone and consuming the too much media to consume. Why I'd call it too much is that thing. That idleness is the devil's workshop. That idleness is, I need to find a way to express this, and I use a guitar or a bass or vocals or poetry. Now I could just look at Instagram and keep swiping and burn out that energy uselessly. So that's where I think
Doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling. Yeah. Do you ever find yourself in situations like that?
Oh hell yeah. where I should be up because I always say my work hour is the witching hour when everyone is asleep. So I love to work at 2 a.m. So while everybody's, I am up. And in that moment when I'm up, there are times where it's easy for me to reach for TikTok and just watch videos of this person cutting soap or watch a marble race or watch makeup or watch this and, you know. And I think there's a choice that your brain makes to slip into comfort. And now, like in today's world, that's the cell phone. The cell phone is the comfort and the doom scrolling and whatnot. Back in the day, it could have been TV. Just sitting back and scrolling through different channels and what have you.
So you and I very similar in the fidgetiness in the late hours is the best time to think and whatnot. And back in the days, it wasn't TV. I just saying because TV.
What was it for you?
TV would sign off, so you would have to find something to do.
Oh, that's way back in the day.
Oh yeah. We have to, yeah. Our hair is similar color. Mine being on the grey side. Though.
Yeah, I think.
You know, but we're not that close in age.
Probably not. Mine would have been hearing the Celine Dion, Michael Bolton compilation album ad. 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Sleeping.
And I would have been hearing those songs when they were like the hits on radio. They were compilations. Yeah.
That's when. Yeah, we were in compilation era. TV ad now you see on TV kind of thing.
I'm not gonna ask you your age on air.
Oh, you could ask me.
What's your age?
I'm 32.
Oh.
So young.
Yeah, you're a baby.
Oh,
Babyish.
really? You really
Babyish.
think so?
No, you're a babysitter.
I'm a babysitter.
A babysitter. Vish!
Vish is a babe. He's but a wee lad.
Yes,
He's but a wee lad, yes.
So, and hopefully we had to put Vish on the spot, right?
Oh, I would love that so
You saw
much.
his baby picture?
Yes, I did.
Right.
I couldn't differentiate between yours and his. If you're putting him on the spot, we have to put you on the spot.
All right,
as well.
so, and yours, right?
Oh,
so
well, I was an adorable child, so I
think I was adorable.
You have something to hide in your picture.
I have not. Well, if it was an adult's picture, I would have something to hide.
Maybe.
But as a baby, that's fine. You're supposed to be dressed that way.
True. We all have them.
I get to sneakily show you nudes. So you see how when we play music, Vish has these videos running and whatnot. We had to use his baby pictures.
I think so.
Actually, we'll use 3 of our baby pictures and see if people could guess who is who.
I think the ears in mine would give mine away, though.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I've had funny ears at different. Anyway, enough about Vish and your ears. And enough about that for now. We'll get back to it in a little bit. About the radio, you said you worked in radio, and I remember the last time I met you, I think you were still on radio.
I was.
Right, yes. And we were talking about ancillary skills and all of that. Would you not say that you as a singer helped you as a radio personality?
That's an interesting perspective. I think if I was an introverted singer, that may have made the process a little more difficult. But as someone who enjoys being a performer and enjoys communicating with others and the banter, the back and forth, I think that did impact my ability to enjoy public speaking and to enjoy speech and interviews and expressing myself on a day-to-day basis. Like I said just a few moments ago, I love to yap. Mm-hmm. So if I did not have that, I can see how it would have negatively impacted. But luckily for me, I can't shut up. So it worked really well.
Well, case in point, and I've been counting it, I leaned away from my mic at least 6 times since this interview started to clear my throat. You did it 0 times.
Really?
Yeah. That's somewhere in between. To me, that's somewhere being a practicing singer, radio personality, know how to use the mic. I think it all kind of rolls up into you.
I guess, maybe. I know everyone's different.
Yeah, maybe I just have one of those throats.
And also you have on headphones, so you're probably hearing every gulp, every spit drop, I try not to let that distract me too much so that I'm not... At work often, I used to wear my headphones very, very limited. I wouldn't wear it as often.
So
I would just hope that I can...
When I was a child, I was diagnosed as being clinically hyperactive.
Okay.
by more than one doctor, right? And somewhere along those lines, I recognized that I had a little ADHD and a little paranoid, so yeah. Once
We're similar.
Well, yeah. So, but once you recognize these things, you can take ownership of it. So, all of this is about why I cleared my throat, right?
Sure. The
So I wear the headphones because I'm also a technician and I'm paranoid that if there's a short in one of the cables, we'd be talking and people would not be hearing us. Honestly, that's the only reason I wear the headphones.
Well,
So we have monitors, we have all these other things.
us. I would really hope that, you know.
Yeah, they are. Are you all hearing us? Hey, look, my mother. My mother just signed. This lady, Pearl, claims that I was the prettiest baby ever. This is a lady who has 5 children, right? She claims that I was the prettiest baby and that everybody in the hospital agreed with her when they said it first.
So wait, she thinks you're the prettiest and she had 4 other kids?
The prettiest baby, yes.
Oh, well, your siblings
Ever.
must hate you.
No. I'm not the most spoiled by her.
Oh, okay.
I'm the most spoiled, but not by her.
But you were the prettiest baby.
The prettiest baby.
Based on that picture I saw with your winky outside, yes.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
With my winky outside. I'm not going to make any dirty jokes. I'm not. I really not. So, where did this all begin? Where did Rai Hana begin? Where did lowercase r? Like before you learned to play an instrument, before you started singing.
Wow. You know, I had a lot of introspection going on during this year. So I think you're asking me this during a good time where I can answer this with honesty. I used to say very often I was always creative in the sense where I loved writing poetry and I loved to draw and I loved to color and all that. But the truth is, when I look back at baby pictures of myself, I would love to entertain family members that would show up at our house and put on a funny hat and sunglasses and like dress up and just, I don't even know what I would do. I would just be like, look at me. Just look at me. And that was where that must have started, just to entertain. I would always dance around at family things. And then I was always surrounded by music in my life because my parents are very heavy music lovers to this day. My mom knows every song on the radio. My dad used to sometimes DJ at parties and he loves music as well. And so I definitely had that love of music from the womb, and it just continued. It perpetuated throughout my life. And then after a parental divorce, I got kind of crazy and found music as an outlet to express a lot of angst I think I must have had as a teenager. And well, I was introduced to Green Day then, so
that's a good way to angstify.
yeah, so that was looking at somebody like that run across stage and be so free and rebellious, and you know,
So how old
inspires.
How old were you? When did you get your first guitar?
At 12.
12. And
Yes.
classes started immediately. It took a while to realize
It took
how
a couple
serious?
months. I think I got it for my 12th birthday. And then, you know what? No, I think classes started not too long after. Yeah, probably immediately.
And you stuck with it since?
Ever since. But I stopped classes very quickly because I got very bored. At my high school, I went to St. Joseph's Convent in St. Joseph. And we had a music teacher by the name of Mr. Kappel and Anders Kappel.
I've heard the name.
He plays parang with a local band sometimes.
Yeah.
And very talented Danish man.
Yeah, he plays stringed instruments,
Yes, he
right?
does.
Right, that's where I heard about him.
Yep, that's him, Anders Kappel. And he was our music teacher. So he was, our first year in high school was his first year moving to Trinidad from Denmark.
Right.
And so he would have these guitar classes after school, and one of my best friends and I had joined. And, you know, all the girls, I would always argue, I went to such a supportive and friendly high school. I was friends with everybody. And I enjoyed those classes, but I got bored very quickly because I wasn't learning what I wanted to learn. I wanted to do the rock and the Green Day and the Avril and everything that was a big deal at that time, because that was the 2000s punk, emo, screamo era, you know, and I was really into alternative at that time. So what I did when he would give those lessons, he taught me how to put my hand on the thing, and he would always come bokeh this hand and be
Yeah.
like, loosen up, loosen up. And when I got bored with it, that's when I went home with having knowledge on how to play scales, how to put my hands on the thing. And I went on YouTube to look at tutorials on how to play the songs I like. And then I taught myself how to learn, I taught myself how to read tabs.
Right.
So then that's when the guitar really started.
That would, so how long were the classes? Like a month?
No, I think that would have continued for almost a year.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It took some time. I probably quit those classes at somewhere during Form 2.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the drive was you heard some new song and you must learn to
I
play
have
it.
to learn it, yes.
I know that.
That was it.
I know that
Exactly it.
feeling. I know that feels like, damn.
And then I got brave maybe about a year or two after that, and then started to record myself playing and singing things and putting it on YouTube, which was still pretty I guess still kind of fresh at the time, because a lot of people weren't doing YouTube. There were very specific people who were YouTube famous. My intention was never to be YouTube famous. It's just that we didn't have mediums like Instagram and TikTok. All we had was, it's either you upload. I don't even remember if we were allowed to upload videos on Facebook. Do you? Was that a thing at first? It
No,
wasn't,
not a-
was it?
no.
No. So that's what would have led me to YouTube, was that there wasn't another medium to
Yeah.
upload videos on.
Facebook initially was just your profile picture.
I think so. And statuses.
Yeah. And then eventually you could put the pictures and the videos.
Yeah, so that's... Yeah, the guitar eventually turned into that.
And at some point, somebody told you, you should start performing for people.
I think they were telling me that right through.
Since you were small.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Let's put this baby on stage.
My first performance was at 5. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was just sort of always there. But like I said, I was really fortunate to go to a high school with such supportive girls. So when I would play guitar, and like I would sit on the floor, I don't know what it was with us at school, and sitting by the drain and eating lunch in the drain and on the floor. I don't know what was with that, if any other girls' school did that, but we used to do that. And I would sit either on the dirty tile on the floor and put a little box in front of me, or I would sit on a cardboard box if I found one, and I would play guitar and everybody would drop tips. Sometimes or people would just stop and listen.
I would do the same thing, but we didn't get tips.
I didn't always get tips.
Yeah, but I remember
always happen.
the era of going everywhere.
But when I
with
did
your
about
guitar.
snacks...
Well, yeah, of course. So, what was your parents' view on this transition? This, because I would guess, I'm not a parent, but I would guess
neither.
that I would guess that era of your life is a whole lot of changes, just as a person, just your biology and your moving from your parents' wing to and music and all the different transitions you were going through.
That's a loaded question for me, because I went through not just the biological and growing up aspect of changes, but I had moved from Florida to Trinidad. So there was a huge cultural slap across my face from being an immigrant, basically, and now having to assimilate into a very different culture and very different people. And like I said, lucky enough to go to a great high school.
Yeah.
But also now navigating well. I was such a good girl because I was always very academic. I was always top of my class. I was always principal, honor roll, child, student of the month every month. That was always me. And when I moved here and the parents broke up, I crashed and I went crazy. So when that happened, now it's me trying to figure out, wow, am I still academic? Am I smart in a traditional or non-traditional sense? What role does music have to play? I think, not to lose sight of your question, but I was sort of trying to balance way more than I think anybody else was, to my knowledge, because everybody's always going through something,
Yeah. Well,
but it was a lot to...
It shouldn't matter compared to somebody else. Compared to you, it was plenty, and that's
It was a lot.
That's the definition
It
of plenty
was a
is
lot,
to you, right?
And well, my mom, from the parental aspect, I wasn't living with my dad, and I didn't really have communication with him very much at that time. My mom was working almost 24/7, so I wouldn't really see her at all. So it was just a matter, but with good cause, because she had to work to make money so that we could get by. But for me, I was by myself a lot. So she had no problem with me. I was a mall rat, and she worked at the mall, so that made it perfectly fine.
Yeah.
My friends and I would meet up at the mall and be wild and crazy on Saturdays, and yeah.
Yeah.
If you know,
yeah.
you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one
Mall
of those
life.
kids. I was a mall life child getting into trouble at the mall, and
I was living 2 minutes walk from, or 3 different malls.
oh wow!
So-
you were definitely one of those.
Yeah.
Especially if you grew up 80s time, that would have been
More-
80s 90s.
My time was more in the 90s.
Yeah,
I would say.
that would have been peak mall rat time for sure.
Yep.
But my mom always loved music, so she would encourage me to learn songs. She would make suggestions, like me learning, say, "Kiss Me" from Sixpence None the Richer was my mom's suggestion,
Yeah.
and a lot of other songs. She'd say, "Oh, wow, I'm killing my my home name here. Oh, Hana, you should learn how to do this, and you'd sound so nice singing this." And I would say, "Okay, well, I could learn that. I could do that." And then I would feel really good about myself, and I'd play it for her.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
would give me the thumbs up of approval. That'd feel good.
I don't know if I ever had that. Like, I still can't figure out if I don't like people in too much at times, but I'm not an introvert.
Would you say that your relationship with music has been a little bit more sacred and personal to you because of that?
As a writer, not as a teacher, not as people asking me questions.
Okay.
You know?
I could relate. When it comes to a writing aspect, I get frightened.
Yeah.
I can
So-
only write alone. I can't write with somebody around me at all.
Yeah. For me,
People.
my parents, I had the foresight that they're not supposed to be together. They're bringing out the worst in one another, and I saw that happening. And somewhere in that teen era, getting frustrated with things and whatnot. I remember my mom asked me, I was like, Darren, I used to do origami. I was trying to learn it. I was no master. I used to make these swans and cranes and whatnot. You say, why do you just do that when you're frustrated? It's like, yeah, how many cranes are going to make? It's like, well, keep a diary. And I always thought diaries, I'm not against anybody having a diary, but I can't write to me. I can't write to a diary who is me. So I started writing poems, which turned into songs and, but what I was getting at is that I never had it I never performed on my own. I would demo a song to bandmates and say, hey, this is what I want to do and how you think you could add to this or whatnot. But to perform on my own, and I was a spoiled child, so I had a lot of attention. You would think I would have been as much of a showboat as you, But it's still awesome. I mean, I guess I would perform one day.
But to be honest,
My inner
I was always shy, even though I loved to share and I loved performing, and I was always very excited. You know what I think it was? I was always excited to get that energy out and to share it with people, but I never really felt equipped enough to do that until this stage in my life. So I've been performing nonstop maybe for the past maybe say 9-8 years or so. And in that time period, I don't think I was fully comfortable in my own skin until maybe a year or two now. It's taken me a long time to feel comfortable enough with myself. I'd always feel very judged, which I have been, to be fair.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of judgment on me in particular. And I think any other female in a position of being a performer may relate. And I'm not saying it's specific to women. Men go through it as well, but women in particular, there's always a scope on what is she wearing, how does she look, what is her weight, how is she as a performer, how does she stack up against this one. It's always something, and that always weighed heavily on me because my personality felt as though maybe we're not as good as.
Yeah.
So I did take a long time. So even though, yes, I wanted to share, I don't think I was always comfortable sharing. And when I would play, my throat would get so dry and I would cough and my performance would not come out the way that I wanted to. I would choke, I would struggle to get my words out, especially if I was in a situation where I felt like somebody was judgy.
Yeah.
Worst feeling in the world. Worst feeling. I'd want to throw up. I'd feel horribly about myself. And yeah.
I could imagine, because it's so easy to get inside of your own head, right? And start that doubt cycle and all that. But it has to be. I only ever played with bands. You performing as a solo artist.
I mean, I do perform with a band from time to time, but predominantly solo, yes.
Yeah. So getting inside your head is just you. You have nobody to
There's
talk you
nowhere
down.
for it to go. I'm driving myself crazy by myself.
You know what's really, really funny is that I think it was last week, Vish and I were talking about you as a performer and what you're doing. And I was saying that I kind of admire the way you let the insults bounce off of you. Because that gig you did some years ago at Kaiser Blue with, I can't remember who was the opening act, if it was you or if it was Steampunk. But you all were playing.
I can't remember. That was so long ago. That feels like lifetimes ago.
And you were saying, our people, the kind of insults you would have gotten.
Yeah, I get so many to this day.
And about your accent and
it's always something. I think I've learned how to deal with it a lot more now than I knew then. I think then I just felt like the world was crashing in and I didn't know. I felt so overwhelmed because also in coming into the rock scene, I guess, in being not from here, I've always sort of felt like an outsider. So it's hard to... I think I've come to that place where I just tell myself, hey, guess what? This is how it is. This is just what it is. And just accept it and embrace it and learn to love that you are different in whatever way, form, or fashion that may be.
Yeah. Because they have people out here who seeing that hero.
Oh.
Seeing that magic. You on stage and you in a conversation on the street is two different people, you know.
I guess.
You know, it's a whole... I grew up admiring strong women. Mm-hmm. Right?
Likewise.
And there's a hero mode. There is a hero mode.
I call it survival mode.
Yeah.
I call it survival.
So for a mother, it'll be, you would see traits come out protecting a child or getting a child to learn or adhere to something, right? As a performer, the audience is your child.
True.
And you have to be so much more gentle.
Very true.
You know?
I've never thought of it that way.
I've seen you command an audience. I've seen loud people and you talk as if you had something more important to say and the crowd kind of simmer down. And I've seen plenty other people try to do that and they'll get back and say, hey, what are you all here for? What's all you talking about? We're going to do a song. And you never had to reach to that. You know, and this was people coming in late and not settling down and whatever. And you're somewhat of a master at that.
I appreciate that.
You mightn't see it because you're inside your own head.
You know, I heard something recently. I can't even remember who said this, but they said, you know, when they are at a show, they also have a show. I have a show every single night I perform. Yes, y'all may think that, well, I guess I am technically the performer, but seeing the people who come to see me or who are having dinner or depending on whatever sort of performance it is, I have my own show that I'm looking at. That's the audience.
That's
you know?
awesome way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's a show. I'm fully entertained. I have so many stories about so many different things that I see on, now I can say a weekly basis because that's how often I play now. And there's always a different story. There's always a different date night. There's always a family night. There's always... Ooh, are those two bickering? Or are those two are very in love? Or there's always something. And it's really fun when I get to interact with their show. When they look at me and they say, oh my gosh, that was amazing. It makes me feel like, oh, you're including me in your life and in your show. So that's how I feel, is that I get to be a part of somebody else's life. And that's exciting for me. I think I see it more that way. I can only, to speak with honesty, I could only see it from that perspective, because I could never see myself the way that anybody sees me. I can't see myself as the performer because I am the person performing. What I see is beyond the mic, you know?
Yeah,
and I still want to be a part of that.
Because it's almost generic now, where a performer would thank the audience, thanks for coming out, and what. But I've seen one or two performers who would kind of get a little emotional. Thanks for coming out. You didn't have to be here, but you chose to be
Of
here,
course.
and whatever and whatever. And I never understood the one or two who were getting emotional about it. Up until this moment, I didn't quite get that.
Yeah, these people are making you a part of their show. In their life. You know, that's a huge thing.
I get the gratitude in terms of a job, but you just kind of put the emotional balance on it, and that
I can also understand from the perspective of an artist on how easy it is sometimes to get desensitized in doing the same thing over and over. There could be a monotony to that, and then you can't always tell people how to do things or how to respond to you the way that you would like them to. So there could be frustrations with an unruly audience or an environment that's just not working in your favor. Frustrations do rise. Performers are people, so it's completely okay if sometimes it's just a reflex to say thanks y'all for coming and that sort of thing. But I try my hardest, and I would urge any performer, be very present and be very mindful when you are interacting with, because they're people. Just like think of it as you. Treat people like you would treat you. And if you don't treat people well, because you won't treat you well, that's something you need to work on.
Yeah.
So,
aside from the show, you see, most people, you just add this whole huge thing about it being a show for you. That's so beautiful and awesome, right? So for me, not being on stage for after a while, and you hear this from us, you're missing being on stage and whatnot. You miss getting nervous. Because to me, if you don't get a little bit nervous, I mean, what's the point, right? Or it means you have some skin in the game and whatnot. So
it means you care.
Yeah. So you were saying about getting overwhelmed and whatnot. What is the ideal level of prep without losing the skin in the game, without losing the nerves?
I'm glad you asked this, because Michael Jackson said once that if he could have done anything differently in his life as a performer, what that would have been, and it would have been to practice more. He said he always wished that he could practice more. Look who said that.
What?
Just saying that's who said that.
He's practicing in his sleep.
Well, that's a funny story. Sometimes he would come up with ideas in his sleep and wake up and write them down and make sure he did it. So God wouldn't give it to Prince instead.
Yeah.
But it's so true, you know. There's something very magical about becoming one with what you're doing. If I add a song to my set list, it's never going to be a fly-by-night thing. Yes, I know sometimes there are instances like that where you have no choice, and this was a last-minute addition, or sometimes in the moment, people would ask you, hey, can you play this song, and you're not prepared? Be prepared for questions like that too. Even if you're not prepared with the song itself, be prepared for people to approach you in that way, or just, for me, it's a mental thing, it's an emotional thing, it's a physical thing, it's an everything. And on the day I have a performance, I try to not let life get to me too much. Because life could be a lot. That's sometimes an impossible thing to achieve, is to not let life be too much, because, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
But I shut off everything and everybody else, and I think about, before every show, I sit on my floor in front my mirror and I put on my makeup. And while I'm putting on my makeup, with every stroke and every color and everything I do, I just feel a sense of zen, and I am here and I am centered. And once I get to, that sounds so ridiculous, but that's how I get to a place where I am present and I am prepared for anything that comes my way. Even if I was practicing a song and I feel like I'm not ready for it. In that moment, I just tell myself, deal with it as it comes. And just trust, you've been doing this for a while. Trust that you know what you're doing,
Yeah, that actually you found the one of the treatments for anxiety totally on your own. That's pure mindfulness there. It's being aware of your situation was important to you and moving, and
I mean, to be as human as possible. There are times where, real life is going to seep up into you, and there are times during a performance, a thought or two of something that's bothering me in my life would pop into my head, but I very quickly try to draw it out as best as oh, he's writing notes. Why are you writing notes?
So I don't forget.
Oh my gosh. Did I get an A plus plus plus?
I'll tell you, I didn't want to have to go back. I was waiting for the right point to bring it up, but
bring it up now. Don't be a little.
Okay, so I have to bring this. Okay, so I'm a guy,
right?
And I would write songs as I really emotional. Mm-hmm. So I would write things that I feel if I'm angry about something, or if I like somebody, if I smitten, if I get carried away by how I feel. Mm-hmm. And it might be righteous, or it might be fickle in the romantic sense. But I wrote songs for girls, for a girl that I like. That era of my life is actually only one or, I think I wrote 2 songs, 2 girls I ever wrote songs for. But that's something a guy would do, or make a mixtape back in the days, right?
Yeah, of course.
You ever found yourself doing that?
Writing songs about people?
Yeah, like
of course.
For a crush, for a muse. Not somebody you're involved with.
Of course, absolutely. So every song.
Really?
Most of them, yeah. Most of them. 99.999% of the time. I'm a very feeling person.
Right. And more.
My heart is crazy.
And more social relationship type songwriter. Would you say that's more your thing?
I'm somebody who tends to daydream, I guess, about a lot of things, and I put myself in positions very often.
I think we were twins in our last life.
Maybe. So I tend to live in that part of my brain a lot, and then I am somebody who, I don't know if I'm cursed, but I feel like I'm cursed with perpetual longing. I always want all the time. So a lot of what I write is about want, about be that the want of a person, want of the love of a person, want of the affection or physicality of a person, the want of a dream, the want to fit in, the just perpetual longing, my friend.
So, right. So this is why I had to ask that first, right? Walk me through a performance day. So you told us your prep.
Okay.
You getting grounded, you finding yourself.
Sure.
But not the tech of it. We don't want to bore anybody with the tech of the plugins
problem.
and the checking to get the strings and the
Yeah, we all know how that goes.
But the people interaction, the difficulty of the promoter, or if it's your own gig.
Sure. You know what?
Facility, the people meeting you afterwards.
It depends on the performance, because there's no blueprint for any performance. Even if I perform at the same place every week, which I do, every show is so different and unpredictable. It's always going to present something differently. One night there could be a room full of people and nobody's watching. Or there could be a night where there are 2 tables and every eye is on me. And I can't ever predict what that would be like. So let's say we have a busy night at the lounge that I work at. And so I would get dressed for work, get ready, get to work set up. Sometimes I have security come and help me, put together my stuff. My setup for solo shows is very simple. I have my mic stand, I have my acoustic electric guitar, and I have a Fender. I named him Chuck. He's a 2-in-1 acoustic and microphone amp. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have to drag a PA. I've been there, done that. I used to drag my PA, drag my amp, drag the equipment, have everybody toting stuff upstairs and through elevators and all the craziness. So now I can carry my equipment myself. And so I set up my whatever. And say on a night that's really busy, sometimes I would keep in mind, okay, busy night, there's a lot of noise going on around that I can't block out. So all I would try to do is just be a soundtrack to whatever moment that these people are having. Just be a part of it. I like being a part of things. It seems like I always make jokes about this. When my neighbor has a party, I always tell my mom, why didn't she invite me? My mom is like, do you even know her name? And I'm like, no, but she should have invited me. You know, I always feel like that.
Twins, I tell you.
I just want to be included, man. So when I would be there, even though they're having their own thing going on, I just want to be a part of it. So even if that's through music, if that's through just performing songs that suit their social setting, sometimes they might look back and be like, hey, okay. I tend to get the element of surprise out of people very often. I don't know what people expect when they look at me or what they think is going to come out of me, but I'm fortunate enough that people seem to enjoy what I do, which is more than I could ever ask for. And there are different situations where, say, I have my own show that's not at work at the lounge and is, say, like an event at Kaiso Blues or the Dalai Lama, and I am the main act and I have people coming to see me and all of the eyes are on me. That's a completely different feeling as well. I think maybe that's a little more pressuring when it's a showcase of all of my original music and people are here to like a listening party.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. There are more eyes and ears on you at a listening party as opposed to you performing at an event.
Yeah.
Or somebody else's thing. There's a little more pressure in that.
It seems like the audience is a little more, or expected
they're
to be
less
more
forgiving.
critical.
Yeah, they're less forgiving for sure. And then at the lounge and restaurant and what have you, I do a lot of covers. So I do my original songs, I sprinkle them in between, which people love. But I do a lot of cover songs, which people enjoy. But when people come to see me at a private gig or a Hana rock thing, it is very, y'all, he's writing again. And he's writing with a fountain pen.
Oh, baby brother gave this to me for
I have
Christmas.
not seen one of those in forever. I hope that, is it the inky one where you squeeze it and dip it in the ink?
Cartridges.
It's a cartridge. You have to cut it when you're done and collect the little balls inside of the thing.
Oh yeah, I should have been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You so easily distracted. I love it.
Yeah.
I need to meet somebody like you.
And you could shake them and it.
Yeah, we used to do that back.
Of course.
Uh,
Good old days.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, I swear we were twins in the last life because I am just as
I
readily.
can't focus on nothing.
There's a weird beauty in that, right? So the easiest way for me to explain to people who don't get it is that I'm the son of a photographer. I see beauty in everything.
Really?
But yeah.
That's wonderful.
But my father worked in a printry and whatnot. I'm a photographer now because of him and my brothers and all of that. But is it that I'm getting distracted or is the beauty of that thing unignorable? So there's this concept, Arctic Monkey used it nicely. They would in the song they were talking about people coming out alive and whatnot, and they had no romance about them at all. But there's a romance in everything, and not just the romance of giving a girl a rose and having a first kiss, but falling in love with a family member.
Romanticizing your life, looking at life through the rose-colored lens.
Yeah, I gauge in my life being saved was my little baby brother looking at what. You know, I went through some things and I need to make some changes in my life. And I didn't know if so I'm an alcoholic. That's no secret.
Okay.
Right? I decided to stop drinking on my own before things get bad and whatnot.
I appreciate your honesty.
And I don't know if I was, so I have this little brother who's 25 years younger than me. And I never knew if he always used to look
You know,
at me.
he's gonna be 40, and you're still gonna call him your little brother, right?
If you see how big he
That's
is.
how that
he's like a
goes, man.
footballer. Yeah, and I would come home, and I remember coming home, and he'd be so excited when I reach home, and he'd pause to see if I was just going to shower and sleep, if I was coming to play with him.
No.
And I used to play with him for like 10 seconds, and whatever. The disappointment was there.
You piece of shit.
Exactly. And when I stopped drinking, I decided to stop drinking. It's the right thing to do, before bad things, because I wasn't getting in any real trouble, less nip it in the bud. And I didn't know if I would ever have his respect again. And I did. And it was the little things. So the little things I ignored are now the little things that saved my life. So you getting distracted by the memory of a cartridge pen. Like, I totally get that, because it's all these little things. But then in the 1800s, that's what an artist was. That's what a songwriter was. It was a dreamer who would find inspiration in anything. Somebody who would find that romance with, the memory of, like, the ink blots on your hands would be tied to what you did in school that day and who you fight with and who's
then
your
the
good
first
friend.
thing you think about is how you felt when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Everything is attached to a feeling for me. So in looking at that, I didn't just think about the little balls, but I thought about how it felt at that time to collect those balls with my best friend and then go wash them, or even pour soda into the cover of a bottle and like sippy sip.
Yeah.
And just things like that were very, very special.
Yeah,
So
and then put them in context.
this is interesting, if I may interject.
No, it's about you. I've spoken too much.
I had a conversation with oh no, did I lose my train of thought there?
I love it.
Did I?
Twins.
Did I?
Twins. Yes, it's not only me.
It was there, and then I think I lost it. Maybe it might come back to me. Continue with whatever you were saying.
I was going to say the that same friend that you'd collect the balls from the cartridges and the sippy with the caps and whatnot. That person is an adult somewhere, being a doctor or a dentist or a lawyer,
Yep,
and
she
you
is.
here being a rock star, and you don't play sippy cup anymore, but
still,
you had to get it. So where we were walking through a day in your life, what I actually wanted to get to is not just the setup and all that, but at some point afterwards, people are going to say, hey, great show, whatever. At some point, there's going to be somebody there who is totally smitten with you. And you wouldn't even know. You might even remember the person the next day. But that's the influence you have on somebody. I'm sure if you went to Avril Lavigne concert in your teens and you saw her afterwards, you'd remember that for the rest of your life.
Of
and
course.
she mightn't remember you, or she might.
yeah.
But nobody expecting her to remember that,
For
but
sure.
we expect you to remember it because it's a big deal to you. So you have to know that, I believe, you need to know that you are a big deal.
Oh,
You are a big deal to
to
somebody.
someone. True.
And you're saving somebody's life. You know?
I really don't see it like that sometimes, but I think the way I view that is that people find in others what they have in themselves that they're just waiting to unlock. We just need the inspiration sometimes to do so, or we need the encouragement to
Yes.
do so, or the art to stimulate, just to tickle that emotional response in someone, just to wake them up a little bit. It's not me, it's them, They
Yes.
just appreciate what's giving them the feeling
Yeah.
that they have in there,
Yeah, but maybe more people are that way, but not exclusively. Because I get it. Like, you'd watch a performer, and I want to be like them, or I want to play bass like Steve Harris, and you're looking at him on the screen and all of that. But when I shook your hand after that same gig, how much years ago, it was awakening to myself. I didn't want to be like you. I wanted to be to me who you were to you.
That's what I always want for people,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
big on authenticity. I
Yeah.
always want, if I have to inspire you, don't let me inspire you to be me.
Yeah.
Let me inspire you to be whatever you are.
Because
That is so important.
Yeah, because I don't want to be a singer like you or a guitarist like you. I want to be a guitarist and I want to be a singer, but not like you. I just like the fact that you did it for you, to your satisfaction. That gig in particular was a big deal to me in the way you took ownership of yourself and your own brand.
That was 2022.
Yes,
I remember.
But I am that teen girl who met Avril Lavigne. that
That's very kind of you to say that. Didn't the something, it had a pineapple in a box. What was that?
I can't remember.
Somebody's
Vaguely.
logo had a pineapple in a box, or a box that looked like a pineapple.
I don't know. The one thing you had in common with steampunk.
You need to stop this because I will.
Yeah. So the one thing
I told people once I had stopped making music to sell pineapple. And then I started to get orders for pineapple.
you should have set it up on the side.
Maybe I didn't think it through.
Maybe they'll have someday that you have to not use your fingers as much and you need to take a rest.
Do you need your fingers for pineapples?
No, you need them to play guitar. I mean, if you need to take a rest, a vacation from playing guitar, you could sell pineapples because you probably don't need your fingers. To sell
You know what I
pineapples.
think I'd like to do? Apiaries seem fun.
Apiary. Remind me, is that bees or birds?
Yeah, bees.
It does, but I'm allergic to everything.
So you're allergic to bees and honey.
Let's put it this way. If it takes 5-10 bee stings to hospitalize the average human, it'll take 2 to hospitalize me.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
It's probably not that bad anymore, but apiary, tell me why you want to be
It just seems fun.
Fun?
Yeah, like beekeeping and honey. I love honey. I love sweets. I have a thing for candy.
Oh
I
my
don't
God,
know
twins.
What it is. I just, whoa, But I love honey. I love bees. I think they're really fuzzy and they're very cute.
I think so too.
I like I like the idea of just going into a nice quiet little area and just checking on bees or checking on your flowers. Like maybe I like garden work. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't like sun. I don't know how this is going. Can you beekeep in the dark?
You should be keeping the shade, from what I understand.
Okay.
You don't want to have them in direct blazing sun.
I met
and
someone
all that.
recently who was a part of a beekeeping group and she wanted to invite me to their meeting, but I didn't have the time. But I should probably take up on that. Maybe not right now.
I think you should definitely explore more things that excite you.
Maybe.
Maybe it's not for you, and maybe go into
If I get stung like
maybe go into a meeting or two. You'd be like, this is awesome and interesting, and I'm quite satisfied watching videos of it on YouTube.
You know, we're
rather
talking
than
about
invest
this, and
the
I'm
time.
still trying to remember that thing I was going to say to you, and I lost my train of thought
Yeah, and you're
entirely.
going to
but
segue into some
I
other crazy thing now.
feel like it will come back. It will come back. Right. So aside from the bees.
Yes. So, yeah, the notes here are song lyrics. Sorry, shut
Okay.
up. Now you remind me, there's so much about you that you remind me about me with the fidgetiness and the seeing a little bit of everything and all of that. So you just kind of, I have a line that I'm going to use in a song that you may not notice.
Okay. Very awesome.
I didn't get back into my full swing of songwriting.
You better
And-
after
and
this. The pressure is on.
It's
Fish,
on.
you heard that, right?
Will
We're
you be
gonna
following
peer
up?
pressure him.
Yeah. Will you be following up?
Yeah.
I am
of
amazed
course.
at our similarities now, but I don't want to get into that because it's not about me.
It's always about you. You should be the main character in your life, my friend.
I am the main character in my life,
You
but not.
better be.
But the main character in the interview on Kelocal, episode 20, is you.
Season 8.
Season 8 is you. So, I have notes.
Okay. Let's hear
right?
it. Let's hear it.
And you kind of
Take it easy on me, bro.
No. You covered most of these things already. Like, you want to go through them like a checklist. Your origin story. So
We've been there.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we established that you're not from Krypton, and there was no radioactive ooze. Your instruments. Where you started your instrument. Your style. And you did say what your influences were at the time and the angst that you was going
Oh, of
through.
course, yes,
And
yes.
the Avril Lavigne and the Billy Joe. Well, no, you didn't say Billy Joe. You said Green Day.
No, but I like that you specified.
I love his lyrics.
And you get 100 million points for being
Yeah.
specific. I would show you the wallpaper on my
Is-
phone, but you can't see him
is-
properly. But he's there.
Is the romance in me? Because you said thing and I was just picturing him delivering the lyrics. And I was like,
We could
you
talk
know,
about that all damn day, my
so
friend.
I may not have a crush on Billy Joe the way you do, but I get it.
What if I just admired him as an artist?
With that blush, with that blush that's happening there, yeah, that's all artists there. That's all artists.
Okay.
Yeah, we spoke about what's your day job. Without you covered everything on the list. You are like the best interviewee ever.
Maybe I knew what you were gonna ask. Then we talk about that beforehand, assumptions and interviews.
But yeah. But then you used to interview people as well. So
Yes,
I guess you
very
you-
often.
So you,
Did I hack the system?
well, maybe you know the artist profile so well.
Maybe.
You give lessons?
I
Talking about
don't.
lessons, right?
Yes.
So I was saying, mentioned this earlier, and people were telling me and whatnot. I do have. If I have to fake a radio personality voice, I could do it. I could do the up next, whatever.
Rick D's in the weekly top 40.
Well, they hire a guy to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll take a break at some point,
Sure.
and I want to bring Vish in, and you have to
Oh,
teach
of
Vish
course.
and I speaking techniques
Interesting.
for radio broadcast. You're capable. You think you could do that?
I don't know. I guess we can try. I don't know.
Okay, but not yet.
Yeah?
Not just yet. Not just yet. We spoke about gigs, past memories.
I'm still missing that memory though.
Yeah. So you're a musician full time,
Yes.
and you have regular gigs. So would you say it's tell me about your regular gigs. Tell me about your year as
My
a
year.
as a musician. Tell me about the business of being a musician.
Oh wow.
When I say a year, I mean you could. I worked as a musician in the sense that this month I could pay this bill. Next month I could pay this bill. You doing it full time.
Yes.
So
What does that
annual-
mean?
yeah.
How does that translate to what I'm able to do in real life and
Yeah, how
the
do you-
financial
how-
aspect,
how do
the
you plan your
physical
life?
aspect, because there's not just the financial aspect, there's also there is a creative hindrance no matter what, even if your job is music, on when you can allocate time to your personal creative endeavors and then putting on performances, because I do also have to make time for my personal creative endeavors amidst the rush and the hustle and bustle of he's writing again.
You need to ignore the
Amidst
writing.
hustle and bustle of having a weekly job. But I will say that Vish is writing now too. Everybody's writing. You know, amidst the hustle and bustle of work and what have you, I still have to make time for the creative aspect. On a monthly basis, I'm definitely able to cover all of my expenses and whatnot. So
sorry, Vish
I
Vish
see it.
notes is already here.
I need to see.
But thanks.
Is that coming up?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Vish and
But-
I only see we in tune.
We're all just the
Yeah.
flow. We're
This is-
having flow right
yeah,
now.
there's Kel No and Kel Fro.
And who am I? Kel Flow?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Kel Flo. Yeah, she'll have to be Kel Flo
Kel
for the
Flow.
night.
Kel
Sell
Lo,
Progressive
Kel Fro,
Insurance.
yeah. Flow from Progressive.
And well,
I see what
we
you
all
did there.
we all love her, you know. Yes.
I think my year so far has been going pretty well, but I will say that, oh no, then I'll be busting my own files. Huh. Well, I guess I did intend on doing that anyway. I'm making music right now. I came from a recording session today, in fact, and that costs a bit to make music. So I am playing music to make money to make more music.
Yeah.
And of course, pay whatever bills I need to. But that's basically what my pattern has been like. And of course, to pay for the occasional wild endeavor, or I love to,
A life.
yeah, I love to travel. I love to see artists. I love to, I mean, when I say artists in particular, I love following around Green Day in particular. I did buy tickets recently to see Youngblood next year because I'm a fan of his. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard their new record. That's what I'm listening to lately. He has a EP with Aerosmith.
Oh,
It's killer.
I heard
It's
one of
so
these songs
good.
actually.
So
I heard
good.
one of these songs.
You have to listen to that.
Yeah. I
Oh
was like,
my god,
what?
it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the sorts of things that I would probably spend money on.
How
you know?
how difficult is it?
It's not that bad. I mean, the economy sucks, but I think it's more self-control. I could spend money on food. I love to eat. I love to buy
So
a sweet drink sometimes.
right, but living life, being as a musician, is fairly comfortable, safe.
For me, right now, with this particular arrangement, yes.
Okay.
I would say that my salary right now, which I'm not afraid to discuss, equates to that of what my past job would have been, but more than what my past job was. And in my past job, I know. And in my past job, I worked every day and holidays and stuff too. And this still pays me more than that. So
That's awesome.
It is.
It's inspiring. I mean, I'm not going to be a full-time musician tomorrow, but
it is possible.
well, I'll check you as my
But
manager.
you do have to keep. Wow, I don't know if I'd be very good at that.
No, you're functioning well as my muse right now. You're my new muse.
No, I appreciate that. I've managed myself. I've never had a manager before. Somebody used to go around telling people they were managing me. I've never had a manager. It's just me.
In terms of the music as an industry in Trinidad, I think that is the greatest weakness. And you can tell me how you feel about this. But so I have been working, even when I was a performing musician, I have been working behind the scenes with sound companies, small and big, mixing all kind of different bands, or just doing the basic things to keep the bills paid, right? And I've been doing it for a long time. I've seen some super talented musicians who still fighting up, right? And I think there are a lot of trends that people get accustomed to and stick with, because it seems to work, and they look at the other guy and, oh, he making more money, let's try his trend, but it may not be, the best practice for them. And the one thing that's missing is that people think they can function where they have multiple personalities in a band, not in the person. That they
I
can,
love that you specified.
yeah, I saw the look in your eyes, and it wasn't you, it was that other girl. Yeah, and so you have a band with people doing such varied things, and you have no management. That's fine if everybody sees one person as the leader,
Of course.
or whatnot. But a lack of proper management, I think, is a huge spook in the wheels of progress, especially for emerging artists, because managers, from working in the field and working with a lot of soca people and chutney people and whatnot, I realize it's your mother or your
It's not a professional
girlfriend
manager.
or so it's somebody who collecting money and making phone calls to places you decided you want to go to, not somebody doing the research of where you'd best fit, who you'd best pair with.
Well, there are
and that
some.
sort of
There
thing.
are. I am aware of one or two situations where somebody would have their girlfriend or someone as a manager, and they do take up the mantle of trying to do the research and learn about the business and whatnot to help the situation. But personally, I have not experienced what it's like to be in that position, because in my band and group, they call me boss. Because I am not a band in a traditional sense. I'm a solo artist, which works against me in many ways. I was having a conversation about this with a friend of mine recently on how that's probably a lot of the reason why I'm not a part of a couple things locally, because I don't have a band the way that a band is in a traditional sense, because I am the band. And while my musicians are important, they're variables. So if right now my guitarist can't make it, say, well, Navin takes a trip to India. Navin doesn't do as much live shows as he usually does with me. And say Elijah is the person who does guitar and whatnot for me on a regular, and Elijah can't make that gig, I'll talk to Vish and I will say, hey Vish, I want to have a show and do something. He left. Yeah.
Vish performed with right?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
I was
yet.
I was going to start wrestling with him.
But I would
jealous.
say that if he, you know, say somebody can't make it for whatever reason, I would contact another musician that I have a great reputation or repertoire with, and I would say, hey Vish, how you doing? You know, my guitarist can't do X, Y, and Z. Would you and he's already offered that to me before if I ever needed him to fill anything for me. Yeah, you can look at him as angrily as you want to.
No, that's not angry. That's pure jealousy.
But that's what it is. You know, it's I make sure that it gets done. So I've never put that dependency on anybody else from a leadership perspective.
Right.
If the means required it, then yes, I would.
And
but as of right now, no.
So in terms of,
I can handle it for now.
so we were on your gigs and basically a job.
Yes.
And you were saying that you do your own management. So what's the outreach like?
With regards to
In terms of not having all your eggs in one basket, not having, because you probably you alluded to there being one main job, ongoing job, but if they took a pause, where would you be? If they renovated for the next 3 months,
and I needed to do something else.
yeah. As in, do you seek other gigs? Because you say it's not as open as if you had a full band.
I feel like I've stopped seeking out gigs. If somebody wants me, then they'll contact. I would probably continue making whatever or doing whatever I'm doing right now and see it to completion and then think about it from there. And I'm always open to... There are a lot of options. There are always a lot of options because I could also migrate and do that and perform over there. I would make something happen for sure. I would
Awesome.
open an avenue.
Yeah. And so, talking about recordings, I've seen the work you've done before, not just live. I'm talking specifically about your recordings and the AV.
My
to go with that.
babies, my babies.
Yeah, like your photography, spectacular, and it's also well themed.
Thank you.
So I could tell you have a strong team behind
I
you.
have a hell of a team.
Yeah,
I
so
truly do.
Aside from the videography, the sets, the costume, makeup, everything just fits. This is not somebody who know a little bit of makeup helping you. There's somebody who know what they're doing. There's
I do my makeup.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Well, all right. Then I guess you know what you're doing.
Thank you. Sometimes Tracy Leonard does it.
Oh, yeah, she's our boss.
Yeah, she is
She's a
incredible.
boss.
She's an artist.
Yeah.
She's an artist.
Yeah,
I have
she's
to say,
She does a lot of work for film.
she does
Yeah.
as well. What I've been lucky enough to experience over the past few years is that I've made a lot of really great relationships that are real friendships, where even if these people were not helping me in any capacity, I would still have a phenomenal friendship and relationship with them. So that includes the producer that I'm working with right now, the photographer I'm working with right now, the videographer that I know. I have stories with all of these people that go back years and years and years. And I think time has been about narrowing down into, it's so funny, I had this conversation with a friend recently. Time really narrows down who your people are and who's out to help you truly, who's interested in being a part of it with you. Not because they'll say, okay, I did this for them, so they owe me something in return.
Yeah.
It's who wants to be a part of this story with me. And I feel very, very grateful that it's narrowed down to a very trustworthy group of people I call friends to fulfill all of those rules, down to the music that's being recorded. I could say so much about that, because recording music and writing music is why I really got into this in the first place. Yes, performing is my life. I love performing. Covers are great. It's a good way to express your love for songs that you already love. But my darling has been writing songs and putting together what I call these projects and predetermining what that project is going to look like, putting everything together from... I could speak a lot about that because that's currently what I'm in the midst of doing right now.
So I have one more thing. I want to go to a song soon.
Sure.
Unhealthily obsessed with music.
Yes. Unhealthily.
Why would you say unhealthily? You're one of the few musicians I know who live in a life off of music.
I think it gets in the way with my mental health sometimes because I'd hear things and I'd fall inside of music. I would leave here after working a whole day of doing from 10 a.m. No, 11, I'm always late. From 11 a.m. this morning. Maybe it was 12 p.m., let's be honest. Right up until I came here, it's just music, music, music. And then we're talking about music. And guess what I'm going to do when I go home is put on headphones and listen to something or scroll until I get inspired by something and then go find it and listen to that artist and dig into it. And I think all of those aspects are great and that's fine. But when it starts to affect my mental health, that's when I'm a little bit alarmed by it. When my expectations of myself start to become a little bit much. Maybe that's when I feel like it becomes a little bit unhealthy and when I let the environment of music affect me a little too much.
Has that gotten worse over time or are you learning how to deal with you?
That's a good question, Darren.
You don't have to answer it.
No, it's a good one. I genuinely mean it's a good one, but also in that I don't have the answers for a lot of the things that I go through on a day-to-day basis when it comes to music. And that could mean so many things. It could mean, I wish I was a better guitar player. Or it could mean, gosh, by now I should have gotten some sort of recognition in this particular country, or I should have played a show with that person. Or there's so many personal checklists that I have not been able to fulfill. And I would always have like such great advice thrown my way about, focus on yourself. Don't look outside. Don't compare to others. Think about you. Think about your journey so far. You've had so many great things happen. But when I want, I get obsessed with what I want. So it's hard to look at, like, don't tell me that I don't want this particular thing that I said I want because I want it.
Yeah.
And I will stop at nothing. I think I'm driven by my hard-headedness and my persistence just to prove to myself. It's not even anybody at that point. I need to prove to me that I can accomplish whatever that is, which can be a downfall at times because you can't control the weather. But I have been learning to better set my sails when the weather absolutely sucks. So I'm working on it.
It's a very poetic answer.
Thank you.
I'm learning to set the sails.
Yeah. And the weather does suck very often, but I can't do anything about that. So
well, you are doing things about it.
I guess.
Even if it means pausing.
True.
So Alive.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was Love Me.
Mm-hmm.
Both EPs, right?
No, Alive was an EP.
Alive was an
Love
EP.
Me was a single. Vilified was a single. Alive was an EP with 5 songs. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Love Me came a couple years post-pandemic.
Yeah, it's only one page of research. I should have known. Right. And so all right. So we're on Vilified now.
Okay. That's more recent.
Right.
Last year, but still recent, I guess.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, wow. There's a lot I could say about Vilified. Where do I begin? What do you want to do? Do you want to know about it from a writer standpoint, from a production standpoint,
But this one is not for musicians. This is for
Did you just watch the question?
Yeah, I realized that we weren't paying attention. All right, let's get back to that in a second, right? Somebody was commenting, remarkable and pretty young lady.
Oh,
That's mommy.
thanks, Mom. That's so kind of you.
Like in the hat. Oh, that's for me. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely for you to see in a hat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
ACR Solutions. Well, ACR Solutions. I value her journey and determination.
Oh, thank you.
Timothy Gopal. Hey, good night. Sarah and I are locked on.
Good night.
And there was something we had said earlier, and a person of many names said, empty vessels make the most noise. We were talking about people's reactions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was much earlier. I didn't notice when that came in, but you were nicely distracted with some story or the other. My backyard housed a small colony of killer bees. The garden flourished when they were around.
Whoa.
But they put my family out one morning.
Did y'all find honey? Please tell me that y'all found honey. Let me know. Like, comment and let us know if y'all found
they
honey.
did end by saying a beekeeper took them. So I assume the beekeeper would have,
But did they find honey? That's the question. I feel like Pooh Bear. What is with the I've been having a lot of honey lately. That's what it is. That's where this is coming from.
Yeah. If they're writing, you must be inspiring them, girly. I think my mother was referring to me and this guy. Oh, the woman of many names is enjoying this interview. Nice interview. I love Vilified. So
thank you so
that's where
much.
we reach.
Yeah.
Vilified.
What a great segue back into that
Yeah.
that topic. You're so lucky.
Well, I would have found a way to swing it. Have you no faith?
I trust in your ability.
Have
I
you
do.
no faith? A bee would always find their hive.
Okay.
I'm trying to be witty. Sorry.
I love that you're tying it in.
I'm trying. That wasn't very smooth. Yeah. So Vilified, your most recent. I
Yes.
listened to it today, but I don't want to put. There's some of it that I get, but I get it for me. I want to know where it's coming from for you. So tell me, as a music fan, for the listeners listening to the lyrics,
Sure.
and
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll talk about it from a real life perspective instead of the production aspect.
Yeah.
But my friend Nick Lala did produce this song, and he's very into electronic music. And I mean, he I don't know if you know a DJ by the name of Colony, but he has
I know
been
the
Colony
name.
for a long time. But he has had numerous other rock bands over the years. He has one right now called We Are the Gallows. He was in another one called Red Vellum Razorblade. So, so very active in rock for a long time, but doesn't really perform much, but produces like crazy. So we have been friends since I always make this joke that he's known me even before I started to grow hair on my legs. Like, he's known me so long. And we've been such great friends through the years, and we always shared a love of Green Day and a love of similar music tastes. And he produced my first song. No, he didn't. No, his brother did my first song. But we always wanted to do music together. And I came to him and I said, hey, I want to do something that's a little goth poppy, dark poppy, not necessarily in my regular realm of rock and what have you. I just wanted to do something that felt a little Depeche Mode, a little The Cure, something along that line, which is like I always stick to rock, but I go into subgenres from time to time to experiment. And he jumped on board. So what had happened was, I love to write from a real life point of view. And I had this friend that I had almost my whole life, ever since I moved here. I'm not afraid to give this story. This is a popular story amongst my best friends and I now. I've known this girl since I was about 12, and we were always such good friends. I've had nothing but love and respect and admiration for her. And I think to this day, I still don't have anything against her. But for some reason, I think she just changed her mind about me one day. Nothing happened. There was no event. There was no fallout. Maybe I was an asshole and I'm unaware. But something happened. And she gradually started to not love me anymore, which was hard because all of us were like a group of sisters to each other, and I loved her dearly. I would speak so highly of her amongst everybody because I'd see her as such a big sister. And then I started realizing, big sister person is moving a little funny with me. Something's weird. And after years and years of trying, a couple of years of trying to figure out, hey, are we okay? Hey, are we okay? It ended up not being okay. And that she had changed her mind about me over time and had told one of our best friends that I made her feel gaslit, triangulated, and vilified. Which...
those lyrics write themselves.
Yeah,
I
they
guess.
did. They really did. And I, of course, cried my eyes. All of us cried for days because the whole friend group it blew up because friend was being a little unreasonable for whatever reason. I don't know. If I love you, I'm not gonna push it. I'm just gonna leave it,
Yeah.
But I did have to deal with it in my own way, which led me to write about being vilified. This is not the first person to just grow to dislike me for whatever reason. We will always be a villain in somebody's story. And I would admit there are times where I would have done something to make somebody dislike me. Like I know for a fact. And that I would be a villain in their story. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. That's the essence of being alive. We're not always going to be everybody's favorite. Look at Superman. Lex Luthor hates him. Everybody loves him, but at least one person hates him.
Yeah.
And that's life. And I've had that happen so many times over the years of being vilified in different situations, whether I was right or wrong in them. And I think I needed to make peace with being a villain to people. And that's where that song came from. So
That's awesome.
it was very quickly written and very quickly made.
That's awesome. But
Thank you.
in terms of being a villain, and I've been telling there's a particular person I've been telling this to. Disney villains are the most awesome characters.
Scar is my favorite.
Yeah, like they're the most flamboyant.
And his song is the
brightest,
best,
richest.
just saying.
The villain songs are always
They're the best ones
Look
because
at-
we relate to them the most, you see. That's why
Yeah.
we feel that there's
because nobody is that actual perfect princess
No,
or prince
we're
or
not.
king or thing. We all are, and we now live in an era of the anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe it's a song for the times.
Maybe I'd like to think so, but all I know is that it's something I feel, and if I feel something, there's a chance that there's somebody else out there who feels very similarly.
So now that we've heard the explanation straight from the mayor's mouth, let's play it.
Sure.
I think Vish has it lined up.
Do
there
the
for
thing,
us.
do the thing.
Do the thing, Vish.
Did she make you feel traumatized?
Feels like I'm locked inside a dream where everyone's hunting down a killer monster, and it's me. This misconstrued reality. Pardon my innocence, but what am I missing? I've been salted, wounded seams, unopened insecurities. I've given all the love that I could. Watch 'em pull the trigger on me. Fear me now, 'cause I'm vilified. Don't look away, let me ruin your life. Blame me for your misery. I know you really wanna be my enemy. Open your eyes, I'm vilified. Someone's gotta tell 'em when to let it go. You really gotta let it go. Pointing out my every flaw, the obsession starts to show. I'm the one who's begging, please stop all this insanity. I've given all the love that I could. Watch 'em pull the trigger on me. Fear me now, 'cause I'm vilified.
Vilified. Yeah, so
That's me. That's me.
So the story I was telling you, where so we just established that Rye and I
We're Wonder Twins.
We had
Where's
Wonder
my camera?
Twins.
We're
Yeah.
Wonder Twins. Yeah. Unite.
Yeah, the difference is I was never given the whole story of why I was vilified and whatever and whatever.
Oh,
But the person came back around.
I was never given the story either, but that's okay. It's
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, because that's on the
That's
other person.
okay,
But you see,
that's
when was that in As He Married at Brooks? No. Right, no, I'm thinking about no. I'm thinking about another. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Yep.
so yeah, so thus far, I think we covered all the like everything. Like, look at this list.
All the stomping go. Y'all,
Everything on the list except your comments on Kes.
he has a list. My comments on who?
Kes.
Oh, Cass. I think Cass should get back into rock. I mean that.
Yeah, I knew them as a rock band. I'm not seeing it. I've seen it, but I'm not seeing it. I seen them as a guest on a rock song, like a Ryan Kes song,
Hey.
but not Kes the rock band. Like, they rebranded
Oh, but
themselves.
rest in peace to his sister Danielle, though.
Oh, yeah.
What a darling of a woman.
Yeah.
That was very hard to see, and my condolences to all of her friends and family. I had the pleasure of meeting her when I worked on Heartbeat Radio, and I'm always so inspired by women like that. I met her through Natasha Jones,
Yeah.
and I could, oh my God, I could talk about Natasha forever. Natasha just, there are some people, their energy feels like a warm hug. That's Natasha. And I met Danielle through Natasha, and wow. He's writing again. What are you writing
I was
now?
circling something to show you. I was circling something to show you, right?
What?
Like, there was one thing we didn't actually talk about.
What's that?
Was on the printed list, not the handwritten list.
Oh,
The
wait.
last thing.
Okay.
But you just spoke about it.
Oh, I did.
local media and the support around it.
Yes, of course.
I mean, not necessarily in your field or genre, but still your mind reader.
Maybe that's been my secret this whole time.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe you're a time traveler. You come and look at my notes, talk about everything, and it's like, all right, you didn't catch my toe. So yeah, so you're gonna teach Vish how to put on his radio voice so
Come,
that next
Vish.
week he can host. Vish,
We're gonna have some lessons. Siéntate cerca de mí. Ahora. He's going for a chair.
Cerca de mío, not me.
Me, I guess. My Spanish is not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, mine is not good.
Siéntense.
Okay, honey. Oh, it's full.
Come.
Let me just do a little small.
Right,
that.
Yeah, we good.
Look
Hey.
at them. Look at them. You see? You all look like all you're in the same rock band.
Do you want to tell them how we met? Do you remember how we met?
I feel like such an asshole because I cannot remember.
Didn't we meet on the boat?
Oh, right. Right.
You
I
all met
remembered
at this,
something.
like, or you all need to see what all you're looking like, right? This looking like some game show where we get this odd couple. Do you remember where we met? Oh, I don't remember where we met. Oh, I'm feeling like such an asshole.
Oh God.
But look how cute. Look how cute. This is like if Steven Tyler and Joe Perry was good looking.
Shut your dirty stinking mouth.
They are,
Steven
they are.
Tyler's a beautiful man.
they
okay,
are,
one
they
of
are,
my
but it's
first
not-
crushes ever.
Yeah,
Steven
yeah.
Tyler.
They are,
Come on. Gorgeous man.
It was such a cool story though. Like I was on the water taxi on the way to school, and like I just saw Rai there, but I knew of Rai from like way before. Like I saw all the videos. I wasn't in the rock scene then, but
You were a student at
yeah,
that
I was
time.
a student.
UTT.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And oh yeah, you were kind of like questioning why it have so much students there with instruments and stuff like that too. But yeah, I just walked up to her and I was just like, "Wait, you're right?" And sat down next to her, spoke the entire trip up, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I remember that.
He fanboy, yeah?
He didn't fanboy.
That's-
It was
it's more-
a musician
Are
to
you so-
musician conversation.
You so vain.
Me?
You so mean. You remember how we met? Tell them about how you adored me and walked up
Bet
to
you
me
think
and
the
worshipped
song
me.
is about you, don't you?
Yeah, that's your new name, Warren.
But yeah, ever since then, like I try to make it to most of our shows.
And he does, and I so appreciate that.
I've
I
been
really
to so
do.
much of our shows that I could tell you the story behind each song.
That is wild that you can.
Yeah.
Because I might not be able to do that at some
Like I
point.
could probably repeat.
Are you gonna quiz him?
No, not
You're
while
gonna
you here.
Quiz him about
You could quiz me about Service Station for
yeah,
sure.
he knows the story behind Service Station. One of
Let's
my
hear about
original
Service
songs.
Station.
Let me see if I remember correctly. But you were in America at the moment.
Yeah, I was.
You were going through a breakup at
Yes,
that point.
I was. I always going to a breakup. Yeah.
And yeah, like you were like driving around and you had to stop in this gas station and you went to this bathroom.
He knows the damn story.
And in that bathroom, it was like, well, how gas station bathrooms would be, just like disgusting. And you said that you felt like that bathroom in the moment or something like that. Like that's how you were feeling.
Yeah, that's all.
And that's how Service Station came about.
You are awesome. I love
Nice,
that. I
nice.
love that. 10 points for what house?
Gryffindor.
Me too.
Nice.
10 points for Gryffindor. But that's 100% true. So yeah, remember why I took to you so much when you came to see me. I was sleepy-eyed. I think it was early in the morning, heading into Port of Spain on the water taxi. And I love to see people chase a dream. I love to see that initiative in someone, and especially in a young person taking this trip every morning to go to school and make that happen.
Yeah.
Even right now, people don't know you are taking a trip to be here right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm
because
from
when
South.
his shift is over, he has to drive down south. That's a long drive to do what after 10 p.m. at night,
Yeah,
and
it's just
to
a
do
lovely
that so
scene.
often. It has to be a labor of love, and I was always supported by people in my little labors of love. So I always appreciated that, and that's why I remembered him ever since. So now look at him. He's like we could cuss on the station.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
say
a
whatever.
fucking rock star. He is a fucking rock star.
He is.
I
He
wouldn't
No,
limit
is.
you
myself
are.
like that, but no,
you
but-
are. No, I'll tell you, right? I had a recording session for guitar today. We
Right.
talk about you.
Oh.
My guitarist talks about you fairly often. He
Who's
always
that?
says
Navin.
Navin, and he always
Right,
says he's
Navin's
so
so good.
impressed with you, in particular because of
Thank you, Navin. Thank you.
because of what you're able to do. So
Oh no, Navin is
sure, we
insanely
talk about
talented.
Vish. Oh no, Navin's
Hey, look,
insane.
it's Colony bigging you up there in the chats.
Oh man. Hi Nick.
The
I
woman-
adore you. Thank you. I'll see you. I don't know. You probably messaged me and I have no Wi-Fi, so I'll get back
Yeah,
to you when I do.
So, Belladonna's Corner 7240, the woman of many names.
Oh, you can switch your screen now. Huh? They can't see you.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I could do this.
I still do my job from this side. Nice.
Yeah. They don't see me. So then hold on, look at this.
I can't really see.
We look like we could be in a band together.
Yeah, like all you look like
That's
this
very
is
true.
so everything just fit now. You know? But he walked out of the room when you were talking about if you have to call Vish as a guitarist.
Yeah, but he
You know?
knows that. He already knows
He's
that.
secretly dreaming about it. Like his eyes had this glint went over
But
it.
he's so busy with his new
He'll
band
make time.
Cypher, and
He'll
they're
make
rocking
time.
out like crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I would always be in Cypher and dedicate a lot of my time to it.
They're such a
But
good
it's
band.
just like
try
a
that.
love for the music. I would love to collaborate with as much people as possible. Like, to me, collaboration is the best thing. There's a quote that one of my lecturers said. It's like competition happens at the bottom, collaboration happens at the top.
Agreed. I agree.
So you at my job, you're so friendly and down to earth. I told you, you look like Rai. Then you responded, I
The
am
wonderful
Rai.
world lady.
Nick.
I remember
Nice seeing you
her.
in person. Yeah, that's the lady of many names.
Oh wait, no.
Ishipai.
That was somebody else. I mean people.
Yeah.
She was at Super Farm. That's right. She was at Super Farm, and I liked her. What do you
Jacket?
know? You have one, a lantern.
Oh,
Is that what they call
Lanyard.
them? A
Lanyard,
lanyard.
yeah.
A lanyard. She was wearing a anime lanyard, and I told her I liked it.
Yeah.
And she's like, by the way, are you right? And I was like, yes.
Yeah. So she's the one who had the killer bees in her yard, and she said yes, they did find honey, but they didn't ask for any of it because they just wanted the danger out of the yard.
How could you?
You can see the disappointment in her face.
You do you know the cost of honey?
She said fish and rye remind me of the white stripes.
I thought she was gonna say the white chicks.
Nah. You know what? All you're
What
looking
a
like here.
beautiful chocolate man.
When you mentioned him, like thinking about him as a guitarist, and then him and his
He
band,
looks like Slasher.
I like him more.
I like him more too, but he does.
It's always that comment. It's like either Slash or Dax. I just want to be Vishesh. That's it.
Yeah, he's just Vish, man.
I vexy say Vishesh. I was going to convince people that Vish was short for all kind of craziness, but too late for that now. My Attack on Titans lanyard.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah, my nephew made me watch Attack on Titans.
Is it good?
I didn't regret it at all. It's probably some of the
never
best
watched
script
this
writing I've seen.
You know what? From the second season onward, I didn't watch. When people get obsessed with something, I lose interest sometimes.
Oh, no, I watched this year.
Oh, well then you're watching it at a good time.
Yeah, I
It's
don't like
you don't
to.
want to be any mainstream.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it.
Some things okay in
I'm
the
an
hype.
asshole in that way.
Some
No,
you
I
know?
do the same thing too. Like I
Yeah.
let something phase out and then I would enjoy it
I
afterwards.
try to catch it early, or then I'll catch it in like 10 years.
If I'm interested in something, I would partake, but I would isolate myself. So I like football, but I will never go in a bar to watch a match.
Yeah, I understand.
You know,
that.
like everybody
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
always know better, and it's like
I
shut up.
hate. That's why. So that's why I don't like it, because people then want to question you about everything. For
Yeah.
instance, my favorite superhero is Superman. I love Superman, right? And I remember when I was in UE, I had a Superman messenger bag, and there would be this one guy who would always stop me to quiz me about comic book number so and so. And listen,
That's
Yeah.
asshole behavior. That's like
Yeah.
seeing a girl in merch, wearing merch, and it's like name 5 songs.
Yeah, that's dumb.
let me
What if I just
my
like the
Superman.
picture?
What if
Exactly.
all my reference point is just Smallville and Lewis and Clark's Superman
It don't
from
matter.
1995?
Yeah.
And Christopher Reeve's Superman. Like, leave me alone with my Superman, though.
I really
you
like
know?
Christopher Reeves though.
Oh, that's such a. Oh my God. My
Yeah.
mom would so agree with you
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I like this new guy, though.
Oh yeah, no. The new guys awesome and whatnot,
Such
but
his spirit is so warm.
so in the
Corn
80s, right?
Sweat, David
They
Corn
have two things that happened 80s and maybe early 90s was Christopher Reeves getting paralyzed and Gloria Estefan being in a car accident. But
But Princess Diana also died as well.
yeah, but I don't more, you know,
Yeah.
pop culture
True,
and
okay.
on that side,
Okay,
the
okay,
entertainment side of it. But you had to remember before they had all the fancy green screen and whatnot, people flying and thing wasn't really a thing at the level that the Superman movies did. You didn't have cell phones, you didn't have YouTube, you didn't have the internet,
Of course.
right? So it was a bigger phenomenon. Right, Gloria Estefan, Miami Sound Machine appealed to so many people, and you could hear the world hold their breath, waiting for her to come out to the hospital.
Seriously.
Right. So when Christopher Reeve got pitched out by his
Yeah.
horse and paralyzed and whatnot, we were all like, everybody at home, from parents to children, was like,
So
Superman.
her-
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
so unreal that
That
the
would
real
happen to
Superman.
Superman.
Yeah,
Yes, very
like
true. Mm-hmm.
he made dreams come true, and just I think as a performer and an artist, you just have to remember. That
Mm.
people see you like that.
It's my crippling self-confidence, Darren.
Yeah, but as you see,
Who's
it,
your favorite superhero?
Have to be Deadpool.
I can see why.
Mine is
Love
Batman.
that.
Oh. Batman?
Yeah. Hey, but
Our time is a-going.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And
Oh,
all this
the-
happens sometimes. Like when an interview just going so good, you just kind of lose track of time.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you bring a yapper to your show.
Yeah. The chemistry and presence was all very well felt.
Well, thank you all so much for bringing me on.
Yeah.
I know before, we go or anything, y'all were asking about radio and radio voices.
Oh yes,
and
so
whatnot.
we added.
Of course.
But hold on, while we're doing that, maybe
Sure.
I could cue up the our exit song.
Yeah, yeah.
Or do you have one up already?
Yeah, you can get right there on the left hand side.
I don't know what to do. Hold on and think of a song. and I'll mute your mic for a second.
No, it's right there. It's already queued up.
Oh,
Yeah.
the left side.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So yes, so you're going to teach Vish how to use his radio voice,
My
how to
impression-
pause, dip, and enunciate.
So it's all about, and I'm not even hearing myself right now. Let me get into announcer mode here for just a minute. Usually, if we'd hear headphones to be able to articulate your tone a little bit better,
Right.
it definitely depends on what radio station you're working on. Yeah, of course. Take your headphones.
I don't like hearing my own voice.
It depends. That's something you have to get over, my friend. It depends on what radio station you're working on. If you're working on, let's say, a smooth contemporary, adult contemporary radio station, we've had one in Trinidad and Tobago forever. You know what I'm talking about. It would be a lot more laid back. It would be a lot more for that particular audience. So your intonation would be a little slower, a little smoother. You'd, try to fit that vibe a little bit more. You're listening to Kelocal Radio on RFM.
I will help him in the spot here.
You just you bring it down. Or this is rock radio. This is Vish, and you're listening to rock radio on our radio FM. You bring up the energy because it's fucking rock radio, So you're making it. You're
Yes.
bringing that to life.
So before we go, because we on that time there now.
wow.
Just a reminder for everybody to check at the top of the chat there. There's a pinned comment. To donate 6-8, help us keep the bills paid, keep the lights on. We want to thank Hana, Miss Hana. Hana,
Thank you for
You're going to
having
be
me.
Hana, or what's the other name? Well, we want to thank Hana for being here
Kelflo.
tonight.
Kelflo, yeah.
Kel-
Yeah,
Kelflo.
Kelflo. We'd like to thank Kelflo for showing up,
Thank you
sharing
so
her
much for
stories,
having
and
me.
continuing to be an inspiration. Somebody saying to be continued. So we're hoping to see her again soon. We're going to secretly ask her questions after the show closes. And to close it, you get to decide the radio station style that he announces the closing song.
Oh
Ah!
If I'm
boy.
usually hosting, you should be doing this, not me.
So I just
I
hosted
am
the
AV tech.
I think you should both do it. Equality.
You're listening to our radio FM.
This
My
is
co-host-
Vishesh, and you're listening to Kelocal Lockdown.
I like it. It's better.
I love it.
Okay, so we have
You've
to
got it.
So we have to go. We hope you tune in again next week. Next week we're gonna hopefully be able to start finalizing what we're doing for the
Season
year end,
finale,
for the
yeah.
season finale. Speaking of which, what the mouse not working out?
Just click it.
Uh,
Nice.
Yeah. Speaking of which, oh no, this song has nothing to do with it. I was supposed to be looking at you when I said that. So, thank you, good night, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Just live inside my head. I may call a friend to tell him it's the end. My world has fallen, so I pretend. Sometimes I wish that I can take my own advice. Instead I fantasize about taking my own life. To listen close to what is said in this next line.